Guys, what's going on? What is going on, right? Monday. Here we are, guys. You know? And guys, here. I dropped the link in the Discord, but yeah, guys, I'll probably drop the link early today. Because guys, today we're gonna talk about things that I just don't care about anymore, guys. People will tell me, or they've been telling me my whole life that I should care. Because I just don't care. I don't. You know what I mean? I just don't care. And guys, if there's stuff that you just don't care about, guys, hey, meaning like people tell you, oh, you're supposed to care about the environment, or you're supposed to care about this and that, and guys, you just don't care. You just can't bring yourself to give a damn anymore. You've checked your pockets, you've checked your house, you don't have any shits to give. Oh no, look at that, guys. Hold on. Guys, here, let's Keyshawn, what's up, dude? Uncle Herman, what's up? Black Superman, Red Door, Sea Grip, Solomon Grundy, MS Best, what's going on? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. You guys here, let's break some news quick and then we'll get into it. Digson, what's up, dude? Now, guys, you guys know what I would say. Don't elect 304s. Watch this, guys.
Utah Supreme Court Justice resigns ahead of an investigation into an alleged inappropriate relationship with one of the attorneys involved in a high-profile case over redistricting.
Diana Hagan submitted her resignation letter to Governor Spencer Cox, saying she is stepping down from the High Court immediately.
The Utah Supreme Court. This chick is in the highest court in her state, and she's a dunderheaded 304. Absolutely insane.
Immediately. KSL investigator Courtney John joins us now with reaction. Courtney?
Yeah, well, Hagan denies any wrongdoing. You may remember KSL.
I don't think there's any hot news reporters in Utah, man. Seriously, you know?
Broke the news that Hagan was the subject of a complaint to the state's Judicial Conduct Commission over that alleged relationship. That commission ultimately decided not to move forward with this investigation. But then Governor Cox and top Republicans announced plans for an independent investigation into Hagan. In Hagan's resignation letter released today, she said she faithfully upheld her oath to the Constitution.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And the ethical obligations that govern her profession. She went on to say, I would love nothing more than to continue serving the people of Utah as Supreme Court Justice, but I cannot do so without sacrificing the privacy and well-being of those I care about and the effective functioning and independence of Utah's judiciary. Governor Cox's office released a statement saying he appreciates her years of service to the state. We also spoke to Utah State Bar President Kim Cordova about the impact of this decision.
She has dedicated her entire professional career to public service.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And she is just well respected and hardworking and just a great loss to our bench.
Yeah, please.
Cordova goes on to say there is more to this story than the headline, and that in this case, the Judicial Conduct Commission, a separate constitutionally created agency that includes lawmakers, judges, and citizens, investigated the complaint and found no misconduct. Senate President Stuart Adams and House Speaker Mike Schultz released a joint statement saying they do not plan to pursue this issue further. Mike?
All right, Courtney John's in the newsroom today.
Now, you guys know that if this was a guy, he got absolutely destroyed. Solomon Grundy says, it's getting harder and harder for me to care about missing white girls anymore. Do you ever hear about missing girls of any other race? Maybe Asians every now and then. But yeah, guys, I haven't cared about chicks who go missing in a long time. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't care. And they have all of the news reports. Oh, poor Elizabeth Smart or any of these chicks were abducted from their homes. Guys, anytime that I see that on the news, right? You guys know what I always say.
That ain't got shit to do with me. Hey, that ain't got shit to do with me. That ain't got shit to do with me. Hey, that ain't got shit to do with me.
That has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the $10, man. I appreciate that. I really, really, really do, man. Thank you so much.
You are scaring the hoes.
Black Stupid said he stopped caring a long time ago. Thanks, man.
You are scaring the hoes.
Here we go, guys.
Detectives confront a church secretary suspected of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from the church where she worked. They said she used it on cruises and spending sprees on Amazon and Walmart. I take you through the allegations made against Melissa English and the body camera footage of her arrest. Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. You know, I don't know about you, but when I think about working at a church, it reminds me of my grandma. She was a church secretary for decades. She was devoted to the church, typing up the newsletter and printing Sunday bulletins, and she would never, ever steal. That wouldn't even cross her mind. But a church financial secretary in Florida is accused of stealing not just a little bit from the church where she worked, but a lot. Melissa English faces a grand theft charge. Detectives in Nassau County, which is north of Jacksonville, say English used her position as a church finance secretary to steal $570,000 from the church over 5 years. That is a lot of money, more than $500,000. The investigation into Melissa English started in November of 2024 when the pastor of Amelia Baptist Church contacted the Nassau County Sheriff's Office and said a new accountant noticed some major issues with the church's books. An affidavit claims that the pastor and the accountants confronted English, and she admitted to using her church credit card to pay for $300,000 in personal expenses.
$300,000. Look at that. $300,000. This is what happens when you put a chick in charge of your finances. Why would you do such a stupid thing? Look at that snowboard. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey. What, she stole 304K?
But yeah, guys, today's live stream, and guys, I'll drop the link early. Once you guys talk about the things where we just don't care. People they tell you, oh, you need to care about climate change and stuff. You just don't care, right? I'll get into mine, and then Snowboard can get into his. Guys, yeah, these people just expect you to care, and guys, I just don't care. Look at this.
Here's a sample. The affidavit states, in 2019, English made a total of $2,954.07 in unauthorized and fraudulent transactions using the church's credit card. In addition to these fraudulent charges, English also used the church's account to make payments totaling $33,037.47 toward her own personal credit card.
AJ. She's the money change whore in the temple. Oh!
Issued herself additional payroll payments through the church, amounting to $3,925.29.
She's a church treasure whore. Oh!
Yeah. She's not even
English
a coin flipper. She just is straight up stealing it.
A total of $39,916.83 from the church in 2019. Now, in
Hold on.
2020, detectives say the amount that English stole.
Look in the private
increased.
chat.
The
Snowboard.
affidavit says in
Hold on.
2020, English made a total of $21,682.91 in unauthorized and fraudulent transactions using the church's credit card. In addition to these fraudulent charges, English also used the church's account.
What was her name?
I know, but I'm just saying, hey.
Yeah.
To make payments.
I can't say that online.
Totaling $48,651.76 toward her own personal credit cards.
Yeah.
Furthermore, she issued herself additional payroll payments through the church amounting to $17,912.46. Altogether, English embezzled a total of $88,247.13.
I told you guys, and this is why men are just not going to church, right? You'll have men who are God-fearing men, but they'd rather just stay home. Why are you gonna go to some church? Some 304 is gonna freaking blow all your money, you know?
Well, also too, like, I think some people maybe like unconsciously can feel like, well, this isn't like a holy place of worship. Like everyone in the church is stealing, diddling. You know, it doesn't feel like quite like a house of God if you have people stealing in there and stuff like that, which I bet this is very common. Maybe it's just more like the collection plate and it's not, you know, tracked as much, but I guarantee this happens all the time. So yeah. I missed the beginning of it, but
yeah.
What was she volunteering or something? Or actually worked there?
She was the treasurer. She was the finance officer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The CFO. Oh!
Hold on, guys. Look at this guy right here.
15 cents from the church.
She always got busted.
Now in 2021,
in the confession
investigators
booth.
have that English became more bold, using church money to pay for clothes and vacations. The affidavit says in 2021, English made a total of $26,811.50 in unauthorized and fraudulent transactions using the church's credit card. These transactions included charges to companies such as Amazon, Amir Tires, SeaWorld, Geico, Hey Dude Shoes, Southwest Airlines, Hyatt Orlando, New Skin / Pharmax, Topgolf Jacksonville, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, Thrifty Rent-A-Car, and a helicopter flight over the Grand Canyon. In addition to these fraudulent charges, English also used the church's account to make payments totaling $60,612.32 toward her own personal credit cards. Furthermore, she issued herself additional payroll payments through the church amounting to $14,691.17.
Wow.
Altogether, English embezzled a total of $102,114.99 from the church in 2021. This is a law and crime legal alert. Did you ABD?
You think she was preaching the prosperity gospel?
Of course. Of course.
I just have a question real quick. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. If they said, hey, you can turn yourself in at this time, why is it no longer being abided by? Does that make sense?
That is weird. You gotta imagine. So many people have told us, "Hey, we'll meet you there tomorrow." And
what's going on here? Just see that this was a guy. They would be. Is that her husband?
Almost 1 year old, but
yeah, he's trying to defend her. It looked like already.
8-year-old knows a lot.
So here, Melissa is taken into custody.
You still have your ID on you?
I do. It's in my pocket.
All right, that's the only thing. You just have to leave the chapstick just out of the reach of the kids.
She ain't bad looking.
Yeah. She has some cakes, man.
Yeah.
Well, she has those farm girl shoulders.
Yeah, I know.
Snowboard.
I like
I know
that, yeah.
Go and step to your
Yeah, she has some cakes, man.
10%. Can I hug her real quick? Yeah.
So let's get totaling $112,007.
All right, guys, here we go.
Wow. Robbing Peter to pay a 304. Oh! Oh,
Look.
man. Every time she deposited one of those checks, she's like, I'm just going to throw one last Hail Mary and see what happens.
Yeah.
When it comes to officers
Let's hit the like button on the way in, please.
responding to inmates. It comes after a recent fight that you'll see only here on King 5. Thanks for joining us at 6:30. I'm Joyce Taylor.
I'm Greg Copeland. The head of prisons for the state calls the actions of his officers disturbing.
Our Olympia Bureau Chief Drew Mickelson has the body camera footage and tells us what's changed after the fight.
The video lasts a little more than 17 minutes, and the Department of Corrections secretary says his employees acted professionally right up until the end of the clip. We do want to warn.
Bro, just shave your head, man. What are you doing with the comb over? You know what I'm saying? Just, guys, please grow some facial hair and shave your head. You know what I mean? What is this?
Our viewers, some of you may find this video disturbing.
Now let go of me. Get your hands off of me. You need to stop.
It happened in September of 2024 at the Washington Corrections Center for Women in Gig Harbor. An inmate arguing with officers about when she wanted to shower.
Yeah, just slip the cuffs.
Look at that. Wow.
Slipped out of her handcuffs and refused to comply with officers' orders before taking a swing at one of them.
Yeah, so she's spraying everybody. As you see how the ponytail patrol is useless.
Yep.
She just sprayed everybody.
Yep.
I can't breathe.
right in the face, though. Let's go. Let's go. That hot sauce straight to the face, dude. Yo quiero Taco Bell in this bad boy. Get his Let's go! Let's go! Wow. Guys, Officer Keisha is not playing games.
I was pretty disturbed by what I saw, and specifically staff.
That's a rug. Look at this guy.
Wow.
That's a.
Wow.
It's one of the worst.
It's not her first time with a taco in her
I've ever
face. But...
seen. Hold on. I wonder if I'll make a comment about the
spraying OC or pepper spray within inches of her eyes.
Department of Corrections Secretary Tim Lang agrees with the findings in a report filed last year by the Office of Corrections Ombuds. Investigators determined the officers who used the pepper spray violated state policy by not staying more than 3 feet away from the offender when using the spray. An investigation within the prison resulted in the supervisor being moved to a different unit, and the two officers who used the spray got counseled on the policy.
The disciplinary process, once it's completed at the facility
Hey, why don't you go in the jail, you dummy?
level, under our labor agreements, you can't go back for a second round. In my view, that was not significant enough discipline.
Secretary Lang says as a result of that incident, all use of force incidents from the WCCW now go through the agency's headquarters.
Test today. What a joke. Well, guys, there's one. What's this?
How's it going? Y'all called about the harassment?
A sheriff's deputy responds to a Georgia home in January 2025 about a child repeatedly calling their number and hanging up.
He's autistic, so he talks very distinctly.
Jamie Conovica, a Fayette County teacher, shows the deputy sexually explicit text messages the juvenile allegedly sent days before. And then the deputy calls the child.
Hi, this is Deputy Marlowe with the Coweta County Sheriff's Office. If you don't stop,
You want a dick pic party? Yeah,
baby Ruth.
All right.
Yeah, you good? You gonna stop contacting her?
Yes, I promise. This number will get deleted.
Okay, because I know who you are. If you stop calling her, we can just end it there, okay?
All right.
The caller is AJ Mitchell, 13 years old at the time and in 8th grade. He loves reading.
I read all these books. I'm trying to get the whole book to finish my collection.
And airplanes.
Like if you go to LA to Sydney, you're flying an A350.
AJ lives with autism and other learning disabilities.
That's Tylenol for you.
Blame it on the Tylenol.
I guarantee his mom is some overweight B-dub who had him when she was in her late 30s, 40s, and was munching Tylenol like it was no one's business.
Yeah, but also too, like one thing with the Tylenol, it's also kind of like selfish of the mother to be taking a ton of Tylenol, even if they knew that it wasn't bad. They're just in a little bit of minor pain, so they take a ton. Like, have you guys ever seen chicks do that? They're like, oh, I have a headache, so I'll take some ibuprofen, but they'll take like freaking like 5 of the things.
I think it's funny that they always talk down on us men for not going to the doctor. It's like guys will show up to work with one leg hanging.
Yeah, a guy just showed up to help me do something with my tractor. He literally had one eye. He had his eye taken out. He had a Band-Aid over his eye. I was like, what happened to you? He's like, I always had one eye, but I had to get it removed because it was hurting me too much. He's like, I couldn't take the pain anymore. But he just had like a Band-Aid over it.
Yeah.
He showed up to help me do something with one eye. With no eye patch. I was like, get an eye patch at least, man.
Yeah, Michael Bisping, the former UFC middleweight champ, he won the belt. He actually fought his last like 6-7 fights with one eye. And he won the belt with one eye.
Because he had his eye on the prize. Oh!
Yeah. This is how his eye looks now. See that? So
oh, wow. No, this guy had just like a Band-Aid over his eye.
Yeah, so his retina got so damaged that his eye just died. He had like 3 or 4 surgeries on it.
Wow.
And they were like, yeah, you just cooked. So he would go and like memorize the eye exam. He'd run up real fast and memorize it because he was getting tested the entire time with his vision. And he would just go out there and just like pray he would pass. But yeah, that's how his eye looks.
Wow.
And he won the belt too. He won the belt and defended it too with one eye.
And the eye usually is one thing that is actually like one of the most, not easiest things to heal, but like the eye can actually heal in some amazing ways.
Not really. The eye is one of the most delicate parts of the body. That's why our skull and like our reaction is to protect our eyes so much. Think about it. Something comes near your eye, you shut your eye, your whole face will scrunch up and you'll turn your head or you'll put your hands up automatically. So like the eye is one of the most delicate parts. And
oh, maybe I had it the wrong way.
We have a lot of techniques to save parts of the eye, like cornea transplants and all the other stuff. But there are certain ways that your eye is just cooked, so.
He sometimes struggles with social boundaries. The teacher who called 911 knew that. She taught AJ a few years ago.
What do you want to happen here? You just want documentation?
Oh, to his teacher?
With it being a juvenile.
Yeah.
Especially a juvenile with autism. Do you want to try to press charges here or you just want documentation?
The teacher pressed charges.
What?
The district
Man.
moved forward to expel AJ from school. Instead of contacting his parents immediately after the initial incident, Fayette County school officials waited more than 3 weeks to let them know what happened, according to school records uncovered by Atlanta News First Investigates. Oya Mitchell is AJ's mom.
Well.
Guys, I can't say that it's wrong what this kid did, but the problem is if you have a young son and some chick, some little 15-year-old at a school sends him stuff, he can go to jail and be registered. You know what I'm saying? She won't. Well, it's happening more and more and more that she will. But guys, you got to tell your sons to not even entertain this stuff. These kids are sending pictures and texts back and forth to each other, and the little boy will always get cooked. Always.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Why didn't she block his number?
Because she's an idiotic B-dub. Somewhere, wait, who are you? Like, who is this person on the phone? Are you serious? You got to ask? Like, what is going on?
None of this. My husband and I knew none of this.
The school didn't tell you any of this?
None of this. They had already had the charges filed. Everything was done. We're learning. They wouldn't talk to us. That's when it became real that we needed counsel immediately.
Nicole Hull is the family's attorney. She says AJ's parents were denied the opportunity to intervene early before law enforcement got involved.
I've never seen this before. The level of intentionality to remove a child from the district. I've never seen anything like it.
Next, we have public comment.
A few months later, AJ's family and friends packed a Fayette County School Board meeting.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm just getting a little emotional because it's difficult.
Pleading for the district to change its decision to remove him from school.
This situation has devastated our family. Instead of preparing for his future, AJ is now being forced to defend himself in a court battle initiated by the school district.
This is not an isolated incident. Unfortunately, students with disabilities continue to face undue punishment in our schools.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so guys, snowboarder, here, I'll go with one, and then you go with one, all right? Guys, things that I just don't give a damn about anymore. I just don't care, guys. Anyone who's calling, guys, let me know. Guys, climate change. I'm sorry, guys, but I just don't care. I don't. People go, oh, well, AJ, you got to worry about the environment. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear people talk about it. People look at me. I got nothing. I don't care. I don't care, and you can't force me to care. You can't. Guys, I don't care. Guys, the majority of people that are contributing to climate change are China and India, the second world, the third world. They are going to determine the future of our planet. And guys, that is nothing. I just don't care. I don't. Half these stupid climate change things are all because of this Green New Deal that's trying to put billions in the pockets of these dunderheaded Democrats and their investors. Guys, I don't care. And every now and then I'll go on Facebook and I'll have friends of mine from back in Seattle. You can't get me to care, guys. You can't. I don't care. I won't care. I just can't.
AJ, how dare you?
I know, right? Yeah. Straight up.
How dare you?
Guys, everyone who cares more about climate change than me, everyone who cares more about climate change than me, I can buy and sell their ass for 45% off. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, guys. These people, they do these these grandiose topics that they care about, but it's like, why don't you fix your own life first? You ever notice how everyone who cares about these huge topics all have really crappy lives? You know what I'm saying? Pyro, what's up, dude? Jamaica's in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? Bomba. And all these Pacific islands and New Orleans guys learn to swim. I'm dead ass, dude. Seriously. Create canals like Venice. You know? I don't care. It's your choice to live there. Move. That's like all these people. What did Sam? Hold on. You guys ever see this? Hold on. Look at this. Look.
Stop world hunger. Stop sending them food. Don't send these people another bite, folks. You want to send them something? You want to help? Send them U-Hauls. Send them U-Hauls, some luggage. Send them a guy out there that goes, hey, we've been driving out here every day with your food for like the last, 30, 40 years. And we were driving out here a day across the desert, and it occurred to us there wouldn't be world hunger if you people would live where the food is! You live in a fucking desert! Nothing grows out here! Nothing's gonna grow out here! You see this? Huh? See this? This is sand. Yeah. It's sand. You know it's gonna be 100 years? Oh my God. It's gonna be sand! Desert! Get your kids, get your shit, we'll make one trip! We'll take you to where the food is! We have deserts in America, we just don't live
Sam Kinison was base. He was base.
Guys, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Look at this, guys. Watch.
Is it bad that I just don't care about the climate? Do you actually not care about the climate, or do you just feel powerless? I think powerless.
You're experiencing this called eco-anxiety, and it's actually super common. In fact, in 2021, over half of people aged 16 to 25 said that they felt powerless and anxious about the climate. In fact, you'll hear politicians say that climate change is just a first world problem, but that's actually not true. Some of the highest rates of climate anxiety have been reported in the Philippines and India.
I just feel like I'm using paper straws and recycling, yet nothing's getting better.
Because it's not.
50% of climate change is dependent on businesses and government entities, while only 10% is dependent on individual action. In fact, in 2004, British Petroleum hired a PR firm that came up with the term carbon footprint. They even had a tool that would calculate just how much your actions contributed to climate change, such as driving or not.
I could not be married to this chick.
Straight out of Columbia.
She's a cutie.
The
She's a
biggest
cutie, but I could not be married to her.
to carbon emissions is China. Why don't you go over there and protest? Why don't you speak out against the CCP and their fossil fuel use? Because you are a coward and a dullard. That's why.
Yeah.
I have a question for Snowball.
What's that, Secret?
How long do you think you can live with this chick before the police get a 187 code coming to your house? Bimbo University.
About 5 minutes, yeah.
We got a 187 at Snowboard's house.
Yeah. My house number is 304. I'm not kidding. I'm born for this.
She calls herself Nikita Dump Truck. Hold on. I gotta see if she actually has a dump truck. Is she Indian?
She doesn't have one.
No. She's got the bull ring.
No, she's
some type of.
I guarantee
Middle
you she
Eastern,
went to like
Pakistani,
NYU or Columbia.
Something or other. You know what I mean? Cooked. Guys, just don't even talk to dumbass.
You know what you do? You tell her to pound sand. Oh!
All right, snowboard.
Yeah, I'd say the thing that I no longer care about is like I have a slight interest and I'll talk about them, but I don't actually care anymore, is like politics. I just kind of been done with it. I think it's just about money. No matter who you vote for, the government is in there. So like I don't care about it kind of the way that I used to. So that's the only one I could think of at the moment that I don't really care about.
Yeah, guys, I will say this, like I always say, guys, there is no such thing as the government, right? It's government. People use government. Government is a tool. It's a set of ideals that we use to govern society. There's no such thing as the government. You can't point out the government. It's not a physical thing, just like rights aren't a thing, right? It's the people who use government to do certain things. Yeah, the moment they let large amounts of money and politics, us regular people start getting cooked. Yeah.
Also, I've given up on like Congress. Maybe that's a better way to put it, or something.
Yeah. Secret. What do you just not give a damn about anymore? You have like people tell you to care, they ask you to care, you just can't bring yourself to give a damn.
Yeah, I no longer care about Western.
I can't hear you, bro. You have to come close to the microphone.
How about now?
Better.
I no longer care about Western women and their outcomes. I don't care about the state of Black families. Black
You're far again. You're far away again, bro.
I no longer care about Black women, Black families, Black outcomes, who you choose to date. I don't care about B-dubs and nug-nugs, Pookies and Ray-Rays. I'm just done. I'm no longer invested in the outcome.
Of the Black community, yeah. I agree. I can agree, guys. I just don't care anymore.
Because here's the thing. Yeah. I also don't care about simps either. And making poor. I don't care about simps anymore.
But guys, here, let me change. I mean, let me define the criteria here, right? When I say I don't care about climate change, all right, or I can say the next one that I don't care about is the poor. Guys, I'm sorry, but I don't care about the poor. I don't. I'm serious. I'm dead ass serious, guys.
I believe you.
I don't care about the poor. I don't care. The working class, okay, fine. The working poor, fine. But I don't care about the poor. People can't convince me to actually sit there and donate my time, energy, emotional energy, caring about the poor. I don't care. I don't. You can't shame me into caring, because I'm sorry to say this, but nowadays, especially if you grew up, you're relatively middle class. I can see if you grew up in abject poverty, fine. But if you grew up anywhere near middle class, especially by the time that you're my age, you are exactly where you wanted to be in life. I don't care about the poor. I don't. I'm not starting a nonprofit. I'm not donating anything. You guys shouldn't either. And I know there's gonna be some idiot B-dub, some idiot chick who's gonna listen to this and try and shame me.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
How about that? Because guys, people who say that they care about the poor, are they actually out there feeding the poor, building homes for people? No. It's all virtue signaling crap. That's all it is. I don't care about the poor. I don't, man. Seriously. And I don't feel bad. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. We all know about modern women, all this stuff. But I'm talking about things with, oh my God, where's your humanity? Why don't you care? Why don't you care? You can't get me to care, guys. You can't shame me. Climate change, I would even say the environment as a whole. I don't care, guys. I use plastic straws. I love plastic straws. Paper straws are the most un-American, degenerate, moronic, idiotic, stupid thing I've ever seen, guys. I can't stand paper straws. And anyone who invents them or who uses them, I hope that your business fails. I hope that you stubbed your toe. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand paper straws. I can't stand it. I don't.
Sounds like you're on your last straw.
Yeah. Oh! Colin, how about you, man?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it climate change. I've always looked at it more as a thing of pollution. I don't give a damn anymore, because many years ago I finally realized and learned that even if I try to do my little part, I make sure everything goes in the recycling bin, and blah blah blah. Dude, I came to realize that, there's like 5 to 6 billion people who are doing far more damage than I ever could in my entire lifetime.
Yeah.
The other thing is, for me, the big one, and it's actually kind of a 2-part thing. World hunger, particularly over and actually the Sam Kinison thing when I was a teenager, that kind of sealed the deal for me. But
what's that? F them kids.
So like the whole world hunger thing is, mainly when you talk about in the context of Africa. I just don't care, dude. Africa and its people are a lost cause, dude. Just American aid alone, we've pumped more than $2.6 trillion into that continent, and pretty much 99% of it is nothing but an absolute shithole. And and then, of course, people will then turn around and call me racist and you're a bigoted. You know what? Whatever, dude. Get the F out of
Guys,
here, dude.
I don't care. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with saying you don't care. Ooh, you're a bad person. Think of the source. Consider the source of the people that are trying to call you some horrible name. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I'm real scared. Please. Guys, what a joke. What an absolute joke. Colin, yeah.
No, I said it all. You said it all. So.
Yeah, and then I said, look at this, guys. Look at this.
We work for the economy doesn't work for us. We work for the economy doesn't work for us. Water should be free. We work for the economy. We shouldn't have bioengineered food. We shouldn't have labels on food that said, you may get cancer, and then people get cancer, and they're like, why do I got cancer? Because you're complicit. Because you have to have everything. You're so easily to do. You have to be comfortable.
And who did you vote for, you dummy? Right? Yeah, guys, all these people whining about being poor.
I made a video yesterday about how being evicted and then subsequently becoming homeless is actually very fucking expensive. It's more expensive than living the paycheck to paycheck lifestyle that we're all fucking living. There are people in that comment section that are saying, well, it's almost like you need to just pay your rent. Okay, let's pause. This is where the conversation about financial literacy becomes very crucial. Very crucial. Average Americans do not.
What are you saying?
No, I was saying it was like you in the comments saying, just pay your rent or something like that.
Yeah. Wait, say again?
When she said people were in the comments saying just pay your rent or something, I was like, that was AJ. That was what I said. It made it. It wasn't. We didn't need to like stop it for anything.
Yeah.
Have financial literacy. Average Americans struggle with budgeting and the concept of not getting themselves further into debt when they're trying to get themselves out of debt in the first fucking place. People get in fucked up financial situations. It's not a matter of just pay your rent, right? You can lose your job. A lot of people are using those buy now, pay later options, right? So essentially that is a fucking loan. People are taking out personal loans against their own paychecks. So
and then saying that blue collar guys are trash. And because anytime that they say people or society, they mean women. Because if it was men, they would say men. Look at this.
A lot worse. Being poor made my depression a lot worse. I remember barely being able to afford a $575 rent for a bedroom in the Bronx. It was in a building that hadn't been renovated in a long time, and my apartment hadn't been renovated for 20 years. I do love the Bronx.
You guys know why New York apartments don't get renovated?
Is it because of rent control?
Exactly, rent control. So let's just say, Snowboard, that you own an apartment in Manhattan or in Brooklyn, and the rent-controlled rent amount's like $1,400 a month, but you can't raise the rent more than like $100, so $1,600 a month. But in order to get up to code, you got to do $70,000 worth of renovations. How are you going to make the money back?
Yeah,
but then you can't rent it to another person unless you do the renovations. So it's actually saving you money just letting it sit there.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
And that's happening all over the United States. What a joke.
Story has mainly been Yonkers, Bronx, and then finally Battery Park City. That's a story for another day. But while I was there, I remember I would also go to C-Town, and I would use my credit card to pay for my groceries, and my heart would sink. It would make me more depressed going to get groceries because I didn't have the money. After I did my career pivot and I got my first job after the career pivot at a TV network, I remember it was time to go to lunch. I went to Shake Shack across the street, and I was checking out. I paid for it, and it was one of the best feelings I ever had in my life. I can't even describe to you how good it felt because I knew I had money coming in, and I've always held on to that moment. I don't think I will ever forget it. And it's also, you know, a moment that you're just like, you know what, if I ever have anything to do with anything and can control the future, I would never let myself get to that financial situation ever
And
again.
this will be the same chick who will insist on you taking her to Nobu.
Yeah.
All they do is have kids. That's all they do, making babies. They ain't got nothing to do in their life. They ain't got no money to go nowhere. They go home. All they got is a warm body to lay next to and get up on. I mean, no shame in it. That's what keeps the world going, I guess. That's what keeps the human population going. Y'all, shout out to the poor people out there. Salute to y'all. Keep it going. You know how I know this? My school had a high poverty rate. Every single motherfucking child that graduated from that school got a baby. As we speak. I feel like they graduate, they look around and be like, well, Section 8 up, welfare up, baby daddy up. What more do I need? What more is there to do? All poor people do is have kids. That's all they do, making babies.
Yeah, there you go, guys. I don't care about the poor. I'm sorry. I just don't. I really don't. And guys, once again, Snowboard has said he doesn't care about politics. Guys, these are the types of chicks that he's now avoiding because he's not caring about politics.
Are you Democrat or Republican?
I'm a Democrat. I just hate Trump.
Do you think other people could tell?
Yeah.
Do you think this person's a Democrat or Republican? Democrat. What makes you say that? Or Republican?
I'm a Democrat.
Do you think other people can tell?
Yes. She with today's outfit, yeah.
Do you think this person's a Democrat or a Republican?
Probably a Democrat.
What makes you say that?
They look optimistic.
Are you a Democrat or Republican?
I'm a Democrat.
Do you think other people can tell?
I think so.
Do you think this person's a Democrat or Republican?
She's a Democrat.
Why do you say that?
The outfit, I'd say.
Are you a Democrat or Republican?
That's a huge bitch. Why don't you ask the residents of Tokyo what this idiot is, right, guys?
Either.
Okay, why is that?
The government is against all of us. Whether
Yeah.
you're black, white, they're still coming for all of us.
Do you think other people can tell?
I make it very known.
Do you think this person's a Democrat or Republican?
Democrat.
What makes you say that?
She's a black student on a liberal campus.
Are you a Democrat or Republican?
Republican.
Do you think other people could tell?
I would hope so.
Do you think this person's a Democrat or Republican?
A Democrat.
Why do you say that?
Just like the vibe. I don't know.
Are you a Democrat or Republican?
I used to be a Republican and then I moved more Democrat.
Do you think people would be able to tell?
I don't think so.
Do you think this person's a Democrat or Republican?
Get some clothes that fit.
Yeah, look how tight the
Love
jeans
God.
are.
What is going on? Look at that.
Republican.
I feel like he's probably neither.
You're a Democrat or Republican?
I'm a Democrat.
Do you think other people could tell?
I don't know.
Do you think this person's a Democrat or Republican?
Democrat, 100%.
What makes you say that? Are you Democrat or
That snowboards it. Yeah, guys, I don't care, right? Snowboard. What do you know? What else do you not care about? Yeah, but, and guys, anyone who has come on up or just drop theirs in the chat, you know. And guys, what I mean by this is the stuff that people just insist that you should care about, that you should dedicate some of your mental and emotional labor to. And you're just like, guys, I don't care, and people are just shocked.
Yeah,
care.
I'd say maybe some modern music, Grammys, Emmys, modern entertainment. I just don't care at all.
Well, but here's the thing. I think most people don't care now. You know what I mean? As far as like the Emmys, the Grammys. You know what I mean? I'm talking about things where it's just like, how dare you not, pass the virtue test for us by saying you like said thing. I mean, by saying you don't care.
Yeah, well, like Colin said, the recycling was a really good one that I just don't give a shit about anymore. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna go like dump oil into like a lake or something, but as far as like separating trash and stuff, I just don't care.
Yeah.
They light out a lot of it on fire. My town is always like, oh my god, like you got to separate all this. I'm like, for what? Like, they're eating kids, so why don't you work on that? But then I'll work on separating my trash. Okay.
But they ship it down to South America where they just dump it.
Yeah, they just dump it in the
landfill.
Philippines or something. Yeah.
You know, That's all it is. You know?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
So I would say something like that. I don't care. Or this Honda virus thing. I don't really care about that.
Yeah, I haven't even heard about it. Guys, you know another thing, guys, don't type the name, please. Guys, you know that the cough is still out there. Guys, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. And you can't convince me to care, guys. You can't. And I would like to see them try and lock us down again. It's not happening, guys. All hell's gonna break loose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, guys. The other thing that I can say, and I have this in the, I think Colin touched on this, right? This is two birds with one stone, guys. The third world, Somalia.
Yeah.
I don't care. 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 I don't care what's going on in Somalia, the Sudan. I don't care about what's going on in these podunk Pacific islands that are going underwater. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, AJ, how dare you not care about some country that I can't even spell? Who cares? No one cares, guys. They're not going to get better. No one cares. What we need to care about is these idiots coming here. $2,200 for a flight to Mogadishu? Are you insane? Where else? Guys, so Somalia, what? Sudan?
Haiti. Haiti's one of the ones they try to get you to care about.
Yeah. Haiti.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah, no one cares. Haiti.
Cuba.
Haiti is such a shithole, dude. You know what I'm saying? Yikes. Haiti.
Yeah.
Cuba. There's some hot Cuban shit.
Yeah.
Cuba. Where else, guys? Anywhere like in the Balkans. Anywhere in this area, even though there were some based Bulgarians, though, dude. Bulgarians are based, but this whole area is cooked. No one cares, guys. Well, no, why would you guys care? Because can you think of any reason why you should care about the third world? Why? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, well, Asia, you got to show how big your heart is. You got to show that you're a man with a big heart and morals and principles." Please. It doesn't make any sense, man. I don't have to prove anything because you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Guys, this leads me to the next one. American foreign policy and the history of American foreign policy. I don't care. I don't care. We dropped bombs in Vietnam. Don't care. Drop bombs on Iran. Don't care. Had all these proxy wars in the banana republics. I don't care. 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 You can't force me to care. I don't care. You guys, government's and all this bad stuff. You guys got to come to face with the CIA. I don't care. You must be looking at someone behind me because I don't care. And what is this whole thing of this mental masturbation of, well, if we hadn't gone through this thing, we wouldn't have the shadow wars. Who cares? Who cares? You really must have nothing better to do. And I hope I've been wanting to do this stream for a long time, guys. I really, really do. Because, guys, I don't care. I don't care. I don't. Well, during the Cold War, we were hopping around and all this boop. No one cares. No one cares. Let's just say snowboard, secret calling, and I spent the next hour and a half going over, the history, the 1900s history of American foreign policy. What good would it have done other than wasting oxygen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares? Ridiculous, man. Come on.
I
don't care.
Another one I just absolutely don't care about and never really have much to begin with. And this one's going to sound real touchy. The tiny hat people. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit.
Sorry, guys. I don't care either. I really don't. That's one thing that I can say, guys. Because here's the thing, guys. Let's just grant, guys. Here's the thing about conspiracy theorists, guys. There are some conspiracy theories I believe in. It's like 9/11, guys. Once again, the Twin Towers says I don't know what happened. I just know that what the government said happened. It didn't happen. I can't tell you what did. I can just tell you that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But guys, once again, let's just grant every single thing about the small issue. What can we do about it? That's not going to stop Snowboard, Seagrip, Colin, Evil, Pyro, Forever Sense, True Vintage from getting our money, guys. It's just not. It's not. It's not, guys. So who cares? Who cares? I just don't get this. This is small hats are the white people, or some whites. What whites are the blacks? Some blacks. Oh, well, I can't do anything because the white man.
Did you mean slave owner?
It's like, what's the point? Other than trying to excuse the fact that you're lazy. Guys, anyone who blames all of their problems on one group is lazy. They have this scarcity mindset, lack of critical thinking, lack of drive, and they're trying to excuse it by just blaming one group. And people think that we blame women. No, we don't. No, we don't. Guys, if all of us just blame women for all of our foibles and problems, all of us on this panel and all of us in this chat wouldn't be doing as well as we are. Guys, we're going to get our money. We will be successful. Period. That's just the way it works. You know? What's the other one? Yeah, guys, foreign policy. I don't care. I just don't. Guys, this sounds crazy, but Pearly thinks put it the best. Guys, I'm sorry to say it, but baby deletion. Sorry. Guys,
yeah, I was going to
that fight is over.
One. Yeah.
There you go.
You want to do it? Go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah, guys, we're never going to be able to put that back in the basket. That you know what I'm saying? We won't, because guys, these 304s just want to delete their children, and no one's gonna stop them. No one.
Yep.
No one. No one.
No one stops Dr. Coatenhanger.
Yeah. Oh. There's the one thing where it says hold on.
I think you're talking about the abortion pill, right?
I saw abortion pill 11 the other day.
Plan B and
say again.
So a couple weeks ago, I was having some allergies, so I just went to like my 7-Eleven to get like some Alka-Seltzer allergy type thing. Literally right next to it was a Plan B thing, not over the counter or anything. Wasn't even much money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
At a 7-Eleven, I couldn't believe it. And they
isn't
didn't
it funny though?
ask for ID or any. Like I didn't buy it.
When a woman says she's pro-choice, it's fine. But if a man goes, "Yeah, I'm pro-choice too," because if I knock up any of these 304s, you know, I wanted to. And then they get all mad.
Yeah.
They want you to support their cause for the exact reason that they do. You know what I'm saying? Because look,
abortion pill. I believe those are
they're different things. Yeah. So here's the thing. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. And yes, there is, you could call it like the black market. And this is going to happen even after abortion is banned. You know, when we ban something like murder, fraud, rape, whatever, sometimes.
In this interview, Pearly Things just says, look, your whole life's work is trash. Like,
Yeah, I remember this.
She's like, yeah, I mean, come on, like this is over with. Like you're never gonna ban baby deletion. It's not gonna happen. There's never gonna be a federal ban, right? There's always gonna be states that allow it. And and there's nonprofits and organizations that can send these women to these states or get these pills to them. So why the fight?
Yep.
Why?
Where are they going to get the baby jelly from? Oh!
But yeah, guys, I just don't care. I don't care about baby deletion. I don't, guys. I'm sorry. All these people, we have to be crusaders of Christ, and we can get the baby deletions. It's not happening, guys.
The bad thing still happens to some degree, right? So I'm not going to say, oh, it's possible. And throughout human history, and so it doesn't matter. The point is,
not all. I'm on YouTube, so I have to say not all. But men have a tendency to do the right thing, where women have a tendency to do the wrong thing. And so now that women have had all this voting power the last 100 years, I mean, really, abortion's gone up, promiscuity's gone up, and the family unit's gone down. So I just could not see something that is so moral being passed in my lifetime, because women are the primary voting bloc. And as you said earlier, Democrats and Republicans, they both have to cater to women. That's the challenge we're going to have. And that's why what I'm not saying is that the pro-life movement is bad or wrong, or that but I do see them as ineffective and a losing cause. I think.
See? Now, guys, is that illogical, unreasonable? No, you guys are losing. You're a losing cause. The general public thinks that it's okay to flush kids, and you're never going to change that. Andrew Wilson thinks it can be changed. Lila Rose, all these people, fine, but Pearl is right. Pragmatically, guys, it's never going to happen.
Yeah,
because it's about power. And I know, guys, you might ask, how
could they cut the power, man? They're animals. I want you.
These 304s, man, they know how to get together and how to vote. You know what I mean? And more men need to get out there and vote, but we're too busy keeping society going. So yeah, guys, hold on.
Roe versus Wade was the last victory they'll really have in our lifetime. And I also believe that we really have better things to worry about because it's been so ineffective.
Yeah, I just totally disagree. I think every life saved is worth celebrating, and we're saving more as we go. And this thing about women voting and, that's led to all the problems. I mean, slavery existed in America before women could vote. So I'm not sure your argument follows that, before women voted, everything was hunky-dory in the U.S.
No, I didn't say that. So the argument is that men will do something moral even at the cost of themselves. So even like they will vote or pass something that is morally right. Even
like for instance, of voting on women. Voting on the 19th. Men voted on that at our own peril. You know what I'm saying?
Even if it's at a cost to themselves at times. Women are not the same way. They vote very selfishly. And abortion gives women power over who is born. So they're just never going to give that up, ever.
I mean, guys,
I think you're...
Any lies told here? Any lies told?
No.
And guys, basically what Burley thinks is saying is she doesn't care. Who cares? Oh yeah, you have to this and all these emotional arguments. Who cares? I don't care anymore, guys. Baby deletion. I don't care. I just don't. And Knucklehead Harris made this her number one issue with her campaign when it came to women, and wonders why she lost. All the guys, put a 1 if you agree that women in the United States actually do have actual issues. Like they do have privilege, but there are issues that can be helped. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like men, we have our problems, but I can still say that women do have issues. So for everyone unmute, because guys, we're gonna go into like la la land here. Hold on, guys. Whoa. snowboard, cigarette, Colin. Here we go, guys. Let's actually name some of the real issues that women might have in America.
STDs.
Yeah, that's one. Debt and student loans. Yeah, that's a real one. Yeah, that's an actual issue that I need to say that something needs to be done to propagandize women to. I don't know. It's like, no, not our taxpayers' money just needs to bail them out. Yeah. But we need to do some type of the same propaganda that made them get into debt and go to college. We can do to hopefully brainwash them out of it. What else, guys?
Over medication.
Facts, yes.
Yeah.
That is an actual issue with women. Snowboard, facts, yeah. Big pharma is exploiting these women and giving them all these, all the doctors and stuff are just giving them all these medications.
Yep, and that's rubbing off on their offspring.
Yeah, guys, this is how base that we are. I mean, not trying to toot our own horn over here. Obviously, you know,
do the clown horn.
But guys, we can actually be objective and show that women have problems that we think that they need help with. Now, is it going to be one of us helping? Hell no, right?
No.
You know, side effects of birth control.
Yeah.
All these chicks that have been on birth control for 20 years, thinking that, you know, because they're a doctor and everyone else told them that it was the best thing to do.
Yeah.
You know? What else, guys?
Overuse of social media. But that ain't going to change probably. But, you know, overuse of it.
Being subject to more violence with women, meaning that, you know, they're jumping each other and beating each other up. You know what I'm saying? So guys, they actually do have actual issues that now they still are first world problems, yes, you know, but there are issues that I think are greater to women than baby deletion. Debt.
What about women getting essayed from the illegals?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
That's one thing I don't care about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
I kind of should, but I just
don't, that's true.
To be honest with you,
that's true. Yeah, guys, I have a hard time caring about women. I would say women who have negative outcomes with any criminal element. I just don't care. I don't. Sorry, guys, whether it's illegal or whatever, because they voted to defund the police and they voted to let the illegals in. So, guys, I just don't care.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
I don't, guys. You can't get us to care. You just can't.
Yeah,
you can't. Oh, what the illegals and this poor woman and the chick on the train. I don't care, guys. Yeah. I don't. Sorry.
I would say like it's kind of a benefit for them, but it's really bad. But like OF is a huge. We should just eliminate it. It's really more for men that it's the problem. But I guess that's kind of falls under social media, I would say.
Look at this, guys. Is this BBC? I think so.
Talk TV.
Yes.
This might be a radio guy.
Isabel Oakshott. Isabel, this is a story about.
I'll double time it just in case.
Times a story of the migrant crisis. This is the story of a guy called Abdul Mawal Ibrahim Adam. He's 27 years old. He's from Sudan. He first arrived in this country illegally in September 2023. Of course he did. In the same year, November, he appeared at Canterbury Crown Court, where he pleaded guilty to arriving in the country without valid entry clearance and was sentenced to 7 months. He was subsequently released, and after he was released, presumably just to enjoy the wonderfulness of Britain, this is what he did. So that's him there, and what you're going to see in a second is
he's
him
going to do some
kidnap
GTA 3 stuff.
Look at this. He's trying to kidnap.
Look at that, guys.
Well.
Yeah.
Poor girl. Look at that. Look at that. Now he's been done for that now. So he's been done for attempted kidnap. Look at that. Look at that. So this is a guy who'd already served a prison sentence for breaking into this country illegally. In itself, by the way, I find that surprising. We don't seem to put anyone else in jail for breaking into the country illegally, but he did. We let him out, and he goes on to do this. So he's pleaded guilty to attempted kidnapping in Swindon Crown Court. No doubt he'll do some time in jail, then we'll let him out again. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, it is unbelievable, and yet it's just believable. I mean, I'm still looking at this footage. It is shocking. It's a little unclear. Where, is it in a car park or just sort of?
Well, who did you vote for? You dunderheaded goof. You know what I mean?
Shopping centre type area in Swindon. It was 9:30 at night, so it wasn't in the small hours. It's blatant.
Yeah.
Shocking scenes. Yeah.
It is. And, this is why people have been protesting, taking to the streets, because they are justifiably and entirely rationally increasingly worried about the threat to the safety of, in particular, women and girls. It's not just women and girls who are at risk from this type of appalling, violent criminality, but they are, of course, particularly vulnerable. And there has just demonstrably been a significant uptick in those cases, particularly around migrant hotels. And there's no point in denying that this isn't
Stop and take a second and hit the like button.
happening. It just quite simply is. And I just don't see why we should be expected to continue to put up with it. There are a very small number of people who are coming over illegally who have a genuine case for asylum claims and refugee status. But there are an awful lot of extremely dark characters, very, very dubious individuals with long histories of criminality that we know nothing about. And we're asking very few questions and have no actual means in any case to ascertain whether they're talking.
You voted for the people who let them in. This is what, guys, I don't care. I don't care, guys, and you shouldn't care either.
Yeah.
Why should we care? Why? What a joke, guys.
Yeah.
What a joke.
One other thing that I had thought of, I don't care about cryptocurrency. I just don't care. I don't.
Yeah. That's a big one.
I don't care about NFTs.
Yeah.
I don't care if someone loses money through crypto. I don't care.
Yeah. You're
gonna buy CIA-funded fake money, whatever. You get cooked. I don't care about any Dogecoin, any cryptocurrency. I just pretty much don't care.
Yes.
Not that I ever really did care that much about it.
Yeah, guys. Sorry, you can't get me to care about.
You lose money on crypto. I don't care,
guys. Can't. Yes.
My name's Kaylin, and Bitcoin.
Able to travel when we wanted to.
Some crazy stuff.
All of the things. We just gave them money. They returned it within not even like a week, and it was unheard of. So as we started investing more and more, and all we were doing is just taking it out, putting it back in, taking it out, putting it back in.
Sounds like
so you didn't create any value. You selfish through.
That sounds like a Ponzi scheme, right?
Yeah, that's why I don't care.
It was the first taste of abundance. It was the first time we were able to go to a restaurant for everybody's meals. It was the first time we were able to go to different events and be able to give like $500. It was like we were limitless, truly. We were able to eat out when we wanted to. We were able to travel when we wanted to. It was so freaking beautiful. So what happened? What happened was there was some fluctuation in the crypto world. Things started going up and down, up and down. Then it started going down. And so when it started going down, everyone started panicking, and we're like, you know what? Maybe we should probably take our money out. But
she was in a pyramid scheme. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
It works when numbers go up, and they get gullible, greedy people. Which I mean, they're well intentioned, but
and there's no way to get that money back, guys. Say what you want about banks, but a lot of them are federally insured, guys. If you invest in property, guess what? You have your property. You know what I'm saying?
But if you lost money and like hawk to a coin, I don't feel bad. Or
have some vice, right? Pretty much everybody is greedy in some way or another. They get the gullible, greedy people, and they say, "Here, look, number go up. You give us this money, number go up. The money that you're putting in, they're using to pay somebody else out." It works until the legs get taken out from under the system, and the people that are supposed to be servicing everybody else at the top of the pyramid just stop showing up because the sentiment changed, and now you're cooked. Because the whole house of cards just comes tumbling down because there's no fresh meat. There's no fresh, gullible people to perpetuate the system. Let's hear what she's about to say. I know I'm right. We're just going to hear her.
Mind you, when it went low, here's what you normally do. When it goes low, you use it as a discount and you buy more. So what we did.
Look at that. Look at that. Now, if that's not a Ponzi scheme, I don't know what is.
Is we put a good 40G in the low dip.
$40,000.
We gave the company
hook.
We gave them
line,
40 Gs,
sink.
and which was, I don't know how many coins that was at the time.
Gotcha.
Because they still said that they were going to flip it. It wasn't going to affect the way they do business. They lied. So instead of being communicative on the transparency of everything, they stopped answering the phone calls. They kept saying, hey, it's a crypto winter. You gotta wait.
Just need more time. We just need more money. Y'all became the liquidity. Y'all became the exit liquidity in the whole scam. 40 bands.
Lost my whole net worth in 3 days. I started investing in crypto in like early 2021. At the time I was in like first year of uni, and my boy literally just told me, yo, start investing in this coin. 200, 300 pound in it, not that deep. But I was really early on in the journey, so I didn't know what I was doing. I started checking Twitter and TikTok and started seeing a lot of people making so much money in crypto. You know what?
There you go.
That's what they always tell everybody. Oh, you're going to make so much money. It's going to be so easy. Remember, y'all,
Yeah. Let's get your finance advice off of TikTok, you dunce.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hey, crypto. I'm a crypto guy. But it's like the rite of passage in crypto is getting your butt handed to you. Is losing, thousands of dollars. It happens to everybody.
Learn how to do this. After some time, I learned how to actually find good quality coins, and I came across a coin called Luna. So before, at the time, I was at uni, so I had student finance. I had around 5K left over. So I decided I was going to put the 5K into Luna. So at the time, Luna was around $6. I just put the whole thing into it.
Wow.
So literally within months, Luna was rising. It went from $6 to $120. At that point, it did a 20x. I turned 5K into 100K in like 6 to 12 months. Everything was good up until that point.
Today's video is sponsored by Aura.
Yeah, guys, these people are stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid.
Greedy.
They're stupid, and they're greedy. They really are. But guys, you don't let anyone try and shame you into caring about things that don't matter. I'm serious, guys. To get back to the original topic, why? Oh, guys. You know who else I don't care about? Anyone who hates America. I don't care. Oh, the rest of the world can't stand you. America is not respected. I don't care. They're all jealous anyways, and they're just mad that their countries suck. Europe sucks. South America sucks. Most of Asia sucks. Right? Sorry, Canada sucks.
Canada really sucks. It's like India.
And anyone who's in this chat who lives outside the United States, if it was up to me, I would bring you over here right now. Because then you could actually see how much better you would be doing in these good old US of A. I'm tired of it, guys. I'm tired of not being patriotic. I'm tired of people saying the flag is bad. No. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, guys. I'm really, really tired of this absolute joke. We're the only country on earth where a good chunk of this country teaches people to hate itself. Why? I don't want to hear it, guys. I really am. There's no logical reason why you could say that the United States sucks. Sucks compared to where? If someone wants to actually make this argument, guys, feel free to hit that the StreamYard link and come on up. Seriously, anyone who can argue that their home country is better than ours. I'm serious. I'm dead ass, guys. I'm tired of actually not being able to brag and say I hit the lottery by being born here in the United States.
Yeah. You know, it's like when these, you know, what always really gets me is, especially with when you hear these B-dubs go ranting and raving about how, you know, racist and evil America is. You know what? My response would always be, all right, then take your black ass over to Africa and you see how it is over there.
Hey, let's you know, calm down now.
Oh, guys.
These people hate America. You know what I'm saying? And they won't leave. You know what I'm saying? They just won't. And just let them go. Here we go.
Hey, just to throw my 2 cents in there about
I'm the cake witch.
How fucked up this fucking country and the healthcare system is. We recently moved to another state, and I had significant health issues last year. I had like brain surgery and shit. And I'm just trying to establish like a new primary care doctor where we live here. I just walked in and tried to sign in for like my first appointment, and they told me that I owed like $170 to be able to see the doctor today. And I said,
so broke.
What the fuck? I can't do that. What are you talking about? And they said, yeah, because of your plan, because of the high deductible plan or whatever that you have set up on, which keep in mind, I've had the same plan for at least the last 2 years, maybe the last 3 years. They said that like, I can't, like that's the copay or whatever. It's $160 fucking dollars.
You better get a job. You know what I mean? Guys, here we go.
America has just become so unaffordable, and I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. Half of the country doesn't even have a savings. Rent is absolutely insane. Healthcare is a luxury. And somehow the narrative is people are just bad with money. Like
they are. You are. Leave.
Money. Or working full time. Most people have 2 to 3 jobs because nowadays you have to. Like, at what point do we stop blaming the people and just accept the fact that the cost of living has outpaced reality? Because everything is so freaking expensive, you have to know exactly where your money is going anymore. Like, a budget is simply a necessity. You have to have one. I had to start using a budgeting app like mine to figure out where all my money was going. But it still does not make up for the fact that America is too freaking expensive to live in. If you're struggling, you're not alone. America has just become so unaffordable, and I don't know.
Yeah. It's as, gee, I wonder if there was a time where you could raise a family on one income.
You know, over the last, 5 to 6 years, when the price of food started getting really high, you know, the shocking thing is, for me, that hasn't been a problem whatsoever. Not at all.
Yep.
Like, I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. Now, granted, I will agree that, you know, cost of housing is insane, but, you know, as long as you're, you know, responsible with your money, live within your means, dude, it's manageable. It's not that bad.
Yep. I just don't get it, guys. I don't care. Oh, America this, America that. I don't care. I just don't get it. Like, guys, Europe. Why? Look at this idiot. Hold on. All these have copyright music. Hold on.
So this is a prime example of why Europe is better than the United States. I'm sitting in the Cache in Barcelona, and I just bought a water with gas, or what we know as seltzer. If you say seltzer to anyone outside of the United States, they will have no idea what you're talking about. But I was given this, and you see how there's a red top on there. So I instantly opened it and started taking it off. But then I realized, I think that this plastic piece is a top for your can, so that, watch. Close it, and now I can go mobile. I take a sip of my water, then I can close it, and watch. If I close it...
We're not going to sip it all day.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm going to sip my water. I can't drink it all at once. It's just too much water und can.
Yeah.
I cannot drink it all at once because I am un little girly man. Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
Be an American, pound it, and then just litter it right there.
Someone says, wait till you get Someone says, oh my God, they're so advanced. They have single-use plastic lids that don't even work. Yeah, because guys, that's bad for the environment.
Yep.
Nothing spills. Here's the real test. I'm going to tip it upside down on this Barcelona street, and I'm either going to look like a normal person from Barcelona tipping their can upside down or an idiot. Here we go. The moment
You're
of
an
truth.
idiot.
Yeah,
Okay, we have a
it
little.
smells. What a joke. Guys, there's no reason to think that any country on earth is better than the United States. And what's crazy is I've shown you guys all the someone says, wait, Ethiopian does not stop males from going after white. Oh yeah, guys, Denmark. Is it Denmark or is it Sweden? They had to have classes to actually teach dudes from the sandy areas to not SA chicks. You know, guys. Once again, I don't care. I don't. This is what they voted for, guys.
Yep.
This is what, guys. Oh, another big thing, guys. The whole atheist Christians thing. I'm sorry, guys. I don't care. I don't. I used to care so much back in the day. Oh, is there a God? Is there not a God? Oh, ontological arguments. Because I really don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And you guys can't get me to care. I don't. Guys, there are people in this chat or who are subscribed to me who are Muslims, atheists, Mormons, or whatever. I say, hey, as long as your red pill and your heart's in the right place, we can all break bread and be just fine. Because I honestly do not care. Once again, mental masturbation about, whoa, let's just talk about the Big Bang and the creationism. I don't care. I don't care, guys. And you can't get me to care. I don't care. Now, when we talk about Christian feminism, yes, because it amazes me that the church is supposed to be the most patriarchal organization on earth, and it's been infiltrated by the feminists. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, guys, I don't care. I don't. Why? Someone articulate to me why I should care about the origin of all this other stuff, guys. Because what happens after we die? I don't know. What happens before we were here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Because I honestly have better things to worry about than sitting there trying to argue with people. Because I spent a good chunk of my life doing it. And what's the point? Hold on. And guys, Christian feminism's everywhere. Absolutely insane, guys. Look at this.
Driving our older son, and we drove past a landscaping company, and he asked me from the back seat, "Mommy, why is it only man's cutting the grass? Why is it only man's outside cutting the grass?" And I had a moment as a boy mom where I needed to talk to him about gender equality. And so I told him very honestly, honey, it is because the feminists only care about equality when the job gets attention, applause, and praise. Kids got to learn. The other day I was driving.
Not guys.
So I saw this post saying
Hey, that's not true. Sometimes they trim bush. Oh!
And since a lot of religions are patriarchal, yes, that is correct. Patriarchal religions I'm thinking of right now are Christianity and Islam. Do not even argue with me right now. I'm not even having this discussion. You are in deep denial. And you cannot follow the tenets of Islam or Christianity without upholding the patriarchy that exists.
Now that's actually based, because that is true, right? You cannot be a true Christian or Muslim or Jew and be a feminist. Guys, put a 1 if you agree.
Yeah.
You guys, they're just incompatible, you know?
In both those religions. And you know what? I'm not saying you should quit your religion to be a feminist. I don't think that.
Quit your religion to join her religion. Disgusting.
It's very important we define feminism for this video. I'm not talking about choice feminism.
Say again?
She probably does some new age garbage.
Yeah.
Feminism is not feminism unless it is deconstructing the patriarchy. That is what feminism is characterized by. You cannot call yourself a feminist if that is not your priority. If you do,
guys, how do they think that they are going to deconstruct the patriarchy? That's the one thing.
With scissors. Oh! They're gonna say, "Cut it out, God! Cut it out, boys!"
Guys, there's always gonna be patriarchy. Patriarchy is inevitable because men can just conquer women anytime we want.
Yeah.
If feminism was a thing, then in the Middle East wouldn't be the way it is. You know what I mean?
I do not think that is the goal of feminism. So here's the conclusion I think you need to come to if you want to be a feminist and you also want to be religious. I think you have to admit to yourself that you think some patriarchies are okay and worthwhile and worth upholding. And that's your choice. That's a choice you can make. And you can say, I don't like the patriarchy of the United States and I do like the patriarchy of my religion. I think that is the only way you can avoid cognitive dissonance, is just admitting to yourself that some patriarchies you like. And that's okay. Like, I actually don't care. But please don't get too pressed if I personally don't think you're a feminist. You will be okay.
Yes, let them fight, guys. Let them fight. You're not a feminist. I'm a feminist. You're not a feminist. I'm a feminist. Let them fight, guys. Johan, hey, what's up, dude? It's good to see you. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I don't care about if religion's true, if God is real. I don't care, guys. I really don't. But what I do still care. Oh, here we go.
Is Christianity feminist? One thing you will often hear in conversations and particularly critiques around Christianity is the fact that it oppresses women and is inherently anti-feminist. So today we'll be answering that question. Welcome to Pillars of the Faith. The short answer to the question, is Christianity feminist, is, in a nutshell, no. But while that may seem like a weakness, it is in fact a strength of Christianity. So let me explain. Feminism, that is the classical textbook definition, is concerned.
He talks too damn slow.
Yeah.
I hate when people do that. And there's all these is the Bible all these female pastors. Oh, here we go.
We've seen her
sexist and patriarchal against women. Too many people think that the Bible is
I can't, guys. There's copyright music. But yeah, it's hilarious the mental gymnastics that people have to go through to actually make it that so feminism fits in the Bible.
Well, they try that's what all the Christianity is doing right now. Same with the prosperity gospel type stuff, the Joel Osteens, the people, the hucksters, the people like that, because it's kind of working, like all these Grace Capital churches and stuff like that. They're getting more in the donation bin. So and it kind of tricks those people into thinking like, I am a Christian, I'm a good person and stuff, really, when they're kind of not embodying all that. So but same with these new age religions. They're like, well, you can like take mushrooms every day and like do whatever you want, and that will raise your frequency and all this garbage. So I think a lot of these real religions actually probably need to go back to like some fire and brimstone stuff. Like, are you in? Are you in for real or not? Because I don't want to see you guys at Easter with these like fake chocolate painting eggs and do like, are you really going to be part of this religion and like sacrifice something or not? I think that almost kind of needs to come back, but it won't.
Yeah. Guys, I don't care about women's mental health.
Well, we knew that.
I don't. Guys, I don't care about the youth's mental health either.
Yeah, I don't care about holidays.
Sorry, guys. You can't get me to care about teenagers and Gen Z's mental health because I don't care. They've overused words like depression and schizophrenia to where it's just diagnosed so much that it's hard to care about. You know what I'm saying? Whale says the odds of there being a god are way higher than if there wasn't. Universe is too vast. No, it's equal because you got to prove both. So the odds that there is one is just as probable. I mean, as possible. Okay. There's just as much evidence that there is a God as there isn't one. And that's the problem. You know what I mean? Or else people would just believe one way. If there was way more evidence that there was a God, then there would be it would just be not even a question. So what I'm saying is, I
don't think we're supposed to know. I think
the universe existing is not proof. Because you can't explain where it came from. You can't say there is X, therefore Y. How do you get to X to Y? And what I'm saying is, in between that X and Y, there should be something concrete. Because if there was, then there wouldn't be multiple religions and denominations. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right, it's like the Big Bang Theory, which can explain the continuous expansion of the universe, but nobody can still explain. Okay, what caused the Big Bang and what was there before?
Well, there is no before because there was no time. So you're using a term that requires time when there was no time.
Right. Okay.
They theorize that there was something and we don't know. Guys, here's the thing. I don't care.
Don't know. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Guys, free will, the Big Bang, because I don't care. I just don't. You know what I mean? Like there's people out there who want to try and figure out, guys, I believe there's certain things that we just won't know until we die. Period. How did the universe start? I don't know. And here's the thing, guys, none of us know. And there's nothing out there that'll make me believe that you know more than I do, right? But here's the thing. Does that mean that we can't break bread, have beers, and hang out? Mm-hmm. I think that's why our space is that's why we're gonna keep winning, guys. Because everyone in the chat, I guarantee you, we have different views on religion, on evolution.
I changed mine quite a bit.
Yeah. But guys, here's the thing, though. We listen to each other, we discuss, we talk, we laugh, all this other stuff, right? And guys, we're not trying to purity test each other. I'm not like, well, Snowboard, what are you talking about? I can't talk to you anymore. I can't talk to you. I'd rather have some beers and talk about the stuff and get in a lighthearted way, laugh, ha. Then these people who will stop talking, they'll know a person for years, and then find out that the person's a Christian or a Muslim or a Mormon, and I'm not talking to them. It's like you knew this guy for years.
Yeah,
we've been homies for years. And
I actually kind of like a person I disagree. If I can disagree with them in a fun way, like a really good friend I had, he was more of a liberal and I was more conservative. But he was my best friend because you could always kind of debate an idea, but we're buddies. So it always.
Now, what I can say though is when people, look, there are people who say things that are so stupid. Like when they try and say like math is racist. Or like white people invented racism, and they try and say stuff that's so stupid, that's so patently false. It's like you're just dumb.
Yeah,
like I'm making myself dumber by even talking to you. Like you can't surround yourself with people who say such stupid things that it's just like dumb. What's an example, Snowboard and Colin? What's an example of this? Yeah,
women invented Wi-Fi and stuff
yeah. A woman invented grunge music, please. A black woman. Women invented Wi-Fi. Black people are the original Native Americans. Like, why am I even talking to you? There was black Vikings. Vikings weren't an ethnicity. There was an occupation. And there was black people in Norway.
Yeah, male can be female. And
It's
like
just
that.
stupid. Like it's just so dumb. It just makes people just so much dumber.
Yeah.
By even having the conversation, it's crazy. There's even
sometimes they're not dumb per se. They just refuse to look at any even new evidence. Like, remember the Jesse Smollett thing or BLM? It's like no. They were convicted for like fraud and stuff. Like it's not my opinion that they're ripping you off. This is fact. They've been prosecuted and everything, but they're like, I don't really know about that.
Yeah.
So that's not necessarily dumb. It's like cognitive dissonance or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe sort of like a different thing. But sometimes those people, it's like, like I can't really talk to you anymore because, it's not about me being right. It's just about this is what is true. People who don't want to know what truth is often stranger than fiction a lot of times. So if they're not interested in what's true, then you can't
I don't really care about
move forward with them.
About especially young white dudes waking up and talking smack back to blacks, Hispanics, and small hats. I don't care. I do not care. I don't. Oh, but don't you feel bad that there's this white guy? Here, what? People just don't drop N-bombs and stuff for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and for too long, it's been open season on white dudes, and it's ridiculous. It really, really is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm black, and I'm saying that. Where's my police card? Hold on, guys. I gotta break this out. I don't care. NF is out there now blowing up. There's all these other guys, and they're, especially young white dudes, are not having it. They're just not. They're not. You need to sit and listen to says who. Or else what? Oops. You know what I mean? Like, guys, I don't care. There's a big seismic shift in Europe to the right. There's a big seismic shift with Gen Z men, especially white men, towards the right. Because I don't care. I don't care. I don't. And you can't get me to care. You can't shame me into caring. It just doesn't make any sense. People actually think that if there's a bunch of black dudes and white dudes, and there's beer and a football, you know what I'm saying? That somehow they're just gonna not get along. What are you talking about?
Well, if it's maybe a certain group of individuals, they may not get along.
Oh, guys, I don't care about blue states. Colin, you need to move. I know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All these things about Baltimore, all these things about Seattle. I just don't care. I don't. And you can't get me to care. Guys, oftentimes they get what they voted for. They get what they voted for. Look at that. All these Bitcoin scams. Look at this.
You know, these stories are heartbreaking as it continues to take people's money and their life savings being drained. Pamela Magnum's intentions were good.
I saw it a way that we could actually do some things around the home.
To get money to do that, Pamela says social media posts from one of her relatives about an investment opportunity got her attention.
There you go,
I kept
Ponzi
seeing
scheme.
posts of really nice cars that she had just recently been able to purchase through a Bitcoin mining transaction.
Pamela wanted part of the apparent opportunity.
I clicked on that Bitcoin link, and from there is where it all started.
Through Instagram Messenger, Pamela was instructed by a person who claimed to be her investment coach. Her initial investment, $3,500.
The money went from like $3,500, and then it was like at $35,000. Then it went to $54,000.
Seeing apparently big returns, Pamela kept investing. You can see from these Bitcoin ATM receipts that over the course of several months, she put thousands of dollars into a Bitcoin ATM. Messages from her coach showed her investment appeared to grow to more than $159,000.
When I went to request that I be able to withdraw my funds, I was told that a delivery person would deliver my funds to me by a cash courier.
Yeah, right.
Got access to even more of her money. Look at our statements. You can see several transfers of thousands of dollars to Cash App accounts that are in Pamela and her husband's name. How did scammers get access to all of Pamela's information? She said it must have happened when she filled out her online investment profile.
You had to enter your checking account number. You had to enter a debit card and all of your identifying information, such as your date of birth and all of that information. So from that information, the scammer person in Nigeria
cooked. And guys, here's the thing. I don't care. Does anyone care? I certainly don't.
Yeah, no, this actually leads me into another thing I was going to mention is the struggling boomer generation. You know,
yes.
they talk about how, you know, all the poor boomers, they're now, you know, they're the largest and fastest growing group of homeless people. They're, you know, the boomers are, I don't care. The boomers, they do. Let's forget about all the problems that they created for the rest of us. But the boomer generation, dude, they were the greediest, the most narcissistic generation ever born. I do not care one bit that they're living in misery and poverty in their last final days. I do not care. They deserve it.
And they have 3 decades of nothing but net. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking, the 60s. No, sorry. 50s, 60s, the 70s, then the oil crisis hit. But they had 25 years of nothing but net. And then they had the 80s and the dot-com boom.
Yeah. This is the generation who, you know, and let's not mention all the other privileges that were that they've gotten. Let's not even talk about the fact that Social Security was basically created just for the boomer generation. You know, are we ever going to get any Social Security that we paid for? Oh, hell no, of course not. But dude, this is the generation that they had the benefit of the biggest economic boom in human history, not the last century, not the last, millennia, human history. And most of them did nothing but piss it all away. I got no sympathy for them.
Yep. They sowed the seeds of this foolishness that we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. What a joke. I don't feel bad for him. And you shouldn't feel bad for him either. Oh yeah, guys, here you go. Did you guys see this whole Stefan Diggs thing with his chef tried to say that he essayed her and all this other stuff, and he lost his contracts and all this stuff, and it turns out that she was lying the whole time? See that? Hold on.
News tonight now. Former New England Patriots wide receiver Stefan Diggs found not guilty by a Massachusetts jury on that felony charge of strangulation and a misdemeanor charge of assault and battery. Here's the moment now that verdict was read. Watch this.
On count 1, strangulation or suffocation, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
On count 2, the charge of assault and battery, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty. Remember, this case was brought against him by his former chef, who claimed that Diggs slapped and choked her during an argument. Diggs' attorneys say it never happened. Misty Maris has been following this one for us. This was a pretty quick trial, I think. The jury only deliberated a few hours here. Are you surprised by the verdict, or does it track what you thought, what tea leaves you read?
Yeah, I'm not surprised by the verdict because Adams,
Look at the size of this thing, guys. Holy moly, look at that.
the alleged victim in this case, had a really tough time on cross-examination, Hallie. This case was all about timeline. This alleged altercation happened on December 2nd. It wasn't reported until December 16th. The defense was able to effectively present witnesses that said that they did not see anything, that there was no indication that this altercation happened. They were able to use video of the alleged victim on December 9th, right in between that time, having fun on a trip in New York. Basically, they were really able to attack credibility and say that these allegations were a part of a scheme to try and elicit money, and that credibility attack really was effective by the defense. So I'm not surprised to see this. Remember, no other evidence was at play. This was largely based on Adams and her testimony alone. So it was really whether or not the jury believed her side of the story.
At the end of the day, the jury said, stop lying and get out of here. They obviously didn't believe the BBL chef's story that Stefan Diggs put hands on her, found him not guilty on all charges. Look, this case had everything. Claims of high-stakes drama, his whole career on the line, his freedom, disputes over unpaid wages, and allegations that just didn't hold water once they hit the courtroom. The accuser, Mila Adams, claimed the NFL star assaulted her back in December 2025, but the defense tore that narrative apart. They pointed to the lack of any physical evidence and highlighted that her lawyer was reportedly seeking a $5.5 million settlement.
$5.5 million bucks.
Witnesses, including Stefan's own staff, who saw her days later, testified they didn't see a single scratch or mark on her.
She was stopping off in New York for a couple of days. I asked her what she was going to stay. She said a hotel. I'm like, girl, we friends. You don't have to stay at a hotel. You can stay at my place.
All right. Did you actually see her that night? Did she stay at your place?
Yeah.
So did you end up seeing Miss Adams? Did she actually get in your car?
Yeah.
You picked her up from LaGuardia Airport? When she got in your car, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
Mm-mm.
Did you notice anything about her appearance?
No.
Was there any bruising on her at that point?
No.
They even showed the jury videos of her dancing and socializing with them a week after the alleged incident. That's just one piece of evidence presented by the defense that destroyed her credibility. It became very clear quickly that this was less about justice and more about a payday. I think the BBL chef got so greedy to the point no one believed her and thought it was just a money move. Remember, she said all of this started because they got into an argument over her pay. She was his live-in chef /304 number 678. I'm not sure what her ranking was. I'll come back to that later. He was paying her $2,000 per week to be his live-in chef, and she couldn't have other clients. She was only to work for him as his private chef. She had to be available for him. That's her story. Well, one week, he told her to leave the house and there wouldn't be any work for her because he had company coming over. Company that he didn't want her around. So she had to get out of there, fly out of town, to stay somewhere else for a week. And when she got back, she demanded her pay. Yeah, she said she was still owed her $2,000 salary because she didn't request to be off. He did. And he said no, he wasn't paying her for that week. And that's how they got to yelling and cursing at each other over the text messages. All of this going down while he was in one section of the house and she was in another. According to her, she said something in those messages that got him 38 hot. And he ran into her room and was like, "What you said?" And that's when she claimed she was assaulted. Well, in court, the BBL chef just couldn't get it together on the stand and got cooked alive in front of everybody.
Colin, have you seen this?
No, I haven't even heard of this.
In church.
One, they didn't believe he slapped her because she said she got slapped on the right side of her face with his right hand.
So when you say he smacked
He
you,
smacked me with an open hand.
do you know?
Wait. The right side of the with the how does that work? He
It
slapped the
doesn't.
right side of her face with the right hand. Wait a minute. Now wait a minute.
Which hand he used?
Right hand, right side of my
Do you know
face.
which part of your face got hit?
The right side of my face.
And then what happened?
And then he
Line. Oh, there the tears. There the tears.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
That's their go-to, guys. That's their go-to is break out the tears because it's worked for them their whole life.
Can I have a second?
Can I have a second?
Can I have a second?
Yes, you can.
The jury questioned her account because physically, if someone is facing you and uses their right hand, the most common impact would usually land on the left side of your face, not the right. So the defense attorney pointed out details like that to suggest she was lying. And we all know in court when you're dealing with a case where you only have
Guys, hit the like button, guys. Thanks for the super chats. And guys, thanks for the cash apps too. I appreciate that.
2 people in the room during the alleged crime, the accuser and the defendant. Even small inconsistencies can create reasonable doubt for jurors, especially when there's zero strong supporting evidence. They also caught her in another lie. Apparently, the BBO chef was telling Stefan she was missing 3 weeks of pay, but he had already paid her for 2 of those 3 weeks. He was only refusing 1 week because
Yes, he already lost sponsorships, right? I think he's suspended. All because of this.
he believed he didn't owe her this salary she was talking about because he told her to leave the house for that week.
And it turned out, Miss Adams, you had gotten paid for 2 of the 3 weeks that you said you hadn't gotten paid for, right?
This is missing a whole lot of stuff.
Yes or no question.
I can't answer your question correctly without the proper evidence.
Your Honor, may I approach? Do you recognize this document as text exchanges between you and Sunny?
Of course. Look at her face. Now she knows she's cooked. Guys, these are the receipts.
Yes.
Dated December 9, 2025?
Yes.
And you're the person in the bubbles on the left?
Yes.
And you write to Sunny, hey, so I looked over my transfers, payment history, and they sent payments, 11/7 and 11/21, totaling $4,000. See that?
Yes.
So you knew that you had actually been paid for 2 of those 3 weeks that you tried to get paid for again, right?
What's your name? I never got your name.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
Did you know that
I don't
you
know.
had
I was trying to address you by your name because I'm not this. I don't know. I can't answer that question correctly.
So behind the scenes, she wasn't just asking for that 1 week that he refused to pay her. She was asking for 2 other weeks, and she received pay for those 2 weeks already. And that's why I say the BBO chef got greedy when this all went down with her and Stefan. And her manufacturing lies eventually backfired on her. If you wanted to take him to civil court and argue about that 1 week of pay, fine. But you can't lie and say you didn't get 3 weeks when you got 2 out of 3. That's the kind of detail and flat out lie that can completely change how people look at the situation. Yeah, that's how credibility starts taking a hit. If records show she was already paid for 2 of those weeks, then presenting it to them like she was denied all 3 makes it look exaggerated at best and intentional deception at worst. And again, in situations like this, once people catch one inconsistency, they start questioning everything else being claimed too. Credibility is everything. That's why trying to stretch what could have been a legitimate dispute over 1 unpaid week into a bigger narrative backfired 2 of those weeks. That's my statement.
That is a yes.
That is.
How did he go from owing you $2,000 to $5.5 million?
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, your lawyer demanded $5.5 million from Mr. Diggs, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mr. Diggs offered me $100,000 to recant my statement.
That is a yes.
That is the only.
Cooks.
Objection, move to strike. Ms. Adams, 3 weeks ago, your lawyer demanded $5.5 million from Stefan Diggs, correct?
That is client lawyer privilege. I cannot speak on that.
You believe that your lawyer's communications to Stefan Diggs are covered by your attorney-client privilege, ma'am?
I can't answer that question. I don't know the answer to that question.
And I think her greedy, lazy lawyer set her up for that too. Her lawyer had no intention of ever having to go to court and winning that money for her. Their scheme was just to intimidate Stefan and make him settle with them out of court. The fact that they were expecting a multi-million-dollar payday off this woman's $2,000 claim is criminal in itself. She really just made a fool out of herself, and the prosecutors in the criminal case, along with her lawyer in the civil case, all assisted her. They just gave her the rope. Because what this case really exposed is that she was one of like 15 other women orbiting Stefan on a regular basis. And he was dabbling with all of them. I mean, publicly for the world to see, he had one girlfriend, Cardi B, but that was only on camera. In real life, he had 4 babies in 1 year. And Cardi B's baby was the 4th that year. Still a married woman herself. Married to another man. She was just one of those many women. Cardi B was baby mama number 6. And he still had all these other baby mamas around at the same time.
Guys, this is Emperor Nug right here, dude.
Then you had his, quote, best friend, the woman named Pri. She was around, which is also crazy. Pri is Stefan's best friend and Offset's old side chick.
Ugh.
On top of that, it was exposed in the trial that he had different women working for him, just like the BBO chef. And
He's an idiot. Why would you do all this work just to surround yourself with dunderheaded 304s whose mission it is to take you down? Why? Why? Guys, let's see. Look at this. Here you go, Colin.
Man lost more than $1 million in cryptocurrency after falling for a scam.
Every dime that I put into that, I worked for.
By sharing his story, he hopes he can prevent the same thing from happening to others.
He sat down with our consumer investigator, Caroline Higgs, to discuss how he was targeted.
Gene Duckett wishes he never picked up the phone when it rang one Friday night in March.
The guy on the other end says, "Is this Harold?" "I'm Harold Eugene." I said, "Yeah, who's calling?" He said, "My name is Benjamin. I'm from Ledger. Your funds are in danger of being stolen."
Ledger is a company that makes hardware wallets for cryptocurrency storage. A secret recovery phrase known as a seed phrase must be typed in to access the funds. He says the person on the phone directed him to a website where he could secure his funds.
They said they needed to give me a security code so that I would know what, when someone called back, that it was a correct person.
Dumbass. No. Guys, you're not special. Don't assume that you've won anything, that anyone's targeting you for anything, guys. Nope. Guys, let's switch gears here. Let's do that, right? Watch this really quick, and then we'll switch gears here. Hold on, guys. Look at this.
This is 33-year-old Nizabeth. Nizabeth showed up to her child's grandfather's home despite a court order requiring supervised visitation with the Department of Children and Family Services. After refusing to leave, the St. Petersburg Police Department was called.
I think it's here. No, I was reading that this yesterday completely again. No, not here.
They told us to do an injunction.
I think this.
I'm gonna go.
It's a shelter. She said that it's a dependency shelter.
This one takes a little while. Guys, here, let's go to the airport.
You do that, it's going to be a problem. I'm not even touching you. Am I being arrested? Am I being arrested? This is against my...
An ordinary flight suddenly turned into chaos.
Take it off. Take it off. I'm American. I'm American. Take it off. I'm American. Take it off.
But what she did next
That's the sound of the police.
was the real shock. A flight that seemed routine until a passenger suddenly lost control, forcing the entire crew to act immediately.
She became quite belligerent and physical with us. She would not calm down. We detected she's been drinking heavily before she got on the plane that we did detect until about 2 hours ago. We suspect that there's other medication that she's been using, and so she became very physical. We did have to restrain her. We did use the flex
Did anyone
cuffs.
get hit or anything?
No, she pushed me a few times and grabbed us and grabbed our legs a few times, but we did put flex cuffs on her. She is
All in the back?
All in the back.
What a demon.
Everybody go. Let them go.
Can you
speak English?
No, yes, I speak English.
My
Can
name
you
is Deputy
because
Hall.
I don't have, I'm not too, please
What's your
open.
name?
I open, it's very short. Anastasia Rudna, yes.
I need you to take
Oh
a
my
deep
God,
breath for me.
open. I know. No, I cannot feel my arm. Please open my arm. I cannot feel my arm. Please open my arm. Yes, open. I ask you open. I ask you open.
What a mess.
Studio. I have studio. I am American. I don't know any Alex. I am studio. Yes, you can check. I'm American. I have studio. Open the arm. I ask you. No, I am not feel my arm.
Strange and confusing statements began to surface, and in that moment, officers realized this was no longer a simple incident.
I'm not feel my arm.
All right, people, y'all can get up and get your stuff and get off the plane.
Yes, I killed someone. I killed someone. I killed someone.
Guys, if I had got on a plane and I had to deplane, I'd be so pissed off, dude.
Hey, you relax. I said to you, oh my God, I'm not feeling my arm. I'm not feeling my arm. I'm American woman. No, I cannot feel. Can you, excuse me, can someone listen to me, please?
You want to get out?
I'm okay, I'm American. I'm American. I think I'm to be American. No one listens to me.
And,
yeah, they asked her no. Why is it to be American? No one listens to me. And no one cares to me. I don't feel my arm.
We moved her back there. We had to handcuff her.
the whole time?
5 hours.
Well,
From what you
first thing
ascertained.
started with, she came on. We gave her 2 drinks. She was fine. She was talking to us. She seems normal. She went up to her bag. She got some stuff out of her bag. Came back here. She was talking. I went up there. She was talking to them in the third row. To Susan. And I don't know if she went into the bathroom or not. I can't confirm that. But
Something
she got. Then she started to get loud. Yeah, she started to get loud. So we tried to quiet her down. Then the seatbelts on us. So we sent her back to the seat.
How long was you from?
A couple of minutes later, the lady right there, 27, Delta came back and said that she was putting her arms on, putting her hands on her daughter. I think it's her daughter in 25. I don't know how true that is. I didn't see it. So then I went over to talk to her. So I told her to come back. And
strange and confusing statements began to surface. And in that moment, officers realized this was no longer a simple incident.
I was water around and you did the right. What? What the Take it off. 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 I'm American. I'm American. Take it off. I'm American. Take it off. Take it off. I'm American. I'm American. Everything in my phone. Everything in my phone.
Next thing is she got the shower cap on. Splish splash. I was taking a bath.
Everything in my phone.
Okay? I don't want to hurt you, so just stay calm. The only reason we put this on because you were spitting, okay?
Take it off.
Someone spits on me, and that's it, guys.
We're gonna take it off in the hospital.
I cannot breathe.
Okay?
I cannot breathe.
We're not thinking clearly.
I cannot breathe.
Just calm down.
I cannot breathe. Take it off. Take it off. I cannot breathe.
Come on, bro.
Yes, I said. Okay,
Everything is fine. No one's trying to hurt you.
Okay,
What a
take
demon.
it off.
Take it to the
Take
hospital.
it off.
You get
I
some
was in
help.
hospital. I was studying in hospital. Take it off. Take it off. I was studying in hospital.
Take it off.
I'm here too.
Who's this chick?
Take it off, I said. Take it off, I say. America, take it off. Педрила, блядь. Take it off, I say. I was studying here. Medical school. Take it off. Take it off. I said take it off.
Relax,
Take it off. I won't breathe. I won't breathe.
We're gonna take you to the hospital. You're gonna get some help, okay?
Yes. Take it off. I won't breathe.
calmer
I
you
won't
stay,
breathe.
thinking clearly.
I said take it off. I come to.
Triggering a chain of legal consequences she couldn't avoid.
No, it doesn't.
Keep walking. It's okay.
Look at that. I'd be so pissed, guys.
Are you kill me?
Your bag's up front, okay?
You kill me. Say my nephew. I love him so much. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Watch it.
Can you
No, I'm sorry.
All right, you guys. Short one today. I'll be live tomorrow, guys, at 5 as usual. And yeah, guys, shut this down. Download it today. Bye, guys. Take it easy.
Thank you.